One of the biggest fears people have about fillers is this. What if it looks good at first and then suddenly disappears? Or sometimes I hear, if I start fillers, will I have to keep doing more and more forever? Let's talk about this because there are a lot of myths about filler longevity, and understanding the truth can help you make safer and smarter decisions. First, fillers do not disappear overnight. That's probably the biggest misconception. Fillers fade gradually. Your body slowly metabolizes the product over time. Depending on the area treated, the product used, and your metabolism, fillers can last anywhere from several months to over a year. But what's important to understand is that the change is gradual. You don't wake up one day and suddenly lose your results. Instead, the area slowly returns toward your natural baseline in a very subtle way. Second, fillers actually soften naturally over time. Good fillers should integrate smoothly into your tissue. As time passes, it should continue to look natural, not stiff or obvious. This is why technique and product choice matter so much. When filler is placed correctly, the goal isn't to make you look different. The goal is to make you look like a more refreshed version of yourself. Third, fillers can be maintained conservatively. This is where people often get the wrong idea. Maintenance does not usually mean repeating the same amount every time. In many cases, patients only need small touch-ups to maintain balance. A good aesthetic plan is not about adding more and more product. It's about maintaining harmony in your face as it naturally changes over time. In fact, one sign of an experienced injector is someone who knows when you don't need more filler. Because good aesthetic medicine is not about selling syringes. It's about protecting natural results. Another myth is that once you start fillers, your face will look worse if you stop. This isn't true when fillers are done properly and conservatively. If you decide not to maintain your fillers, your face simply returns to its natural appearance over time. It does not suddenly collapse or become damaged. Most problems people see online usually come from overfilling, poor technique, or treatments done too frequently without a long-term plan. That's why customization is so important. Every face is different. Men and women have different facial structures. Different ages have different needs. Different patients have different goals. Some people want very subtle improvements. Some want structural support. Some just want to look less tired. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. And honestly, most patients want the same thing. They usually tell me they don't want to look fake or overdone. They just want to look refreshed, rested, and natural. And that's exactly what good filler should do. You should still look like yourself, just more balanced, maybe a little more youthful, maybe a little more rested, but never overfilled. If you're someone who has been curious about fillers but hesitant because you're worried about commitment, here's something important to remember. Good filler treatment should always be slow, conservative, and personalized. The goal should never be to chase volume. The goal should always be long-term facial balance. So instead of asking, how long will my filler last? A better question might be, is there a long-term plan for my face? Because the best aesthetic results don't come from doing more. They come from doing the right amount in the right places at the right time. And when done correctly, filler maintenance becomes very simple and very natural. If you're considering fillers, the best first step is always a proper consultation where your anatomy, your goals, and your facial balance can be evaluated properly. Because in aesthetics, more is not better. Balance is better. And when it comes to fillers, remember this. Consistency always beats excess. And good filler should never make people ask what you had done. It should just make them say, "You look really good. Did you change something?" Ready for a refreshed look? Visit the link below to book your private consultation at Lumina Aesthetics today.